friend. Happy Tuesday. We get to experience some really epic energy this month. And so I'm going to share with you everything that's going to go on and what Spirit wants you to know within this. Let me know if you're tuning in, if you're catching the replay, and most importantly, type in the comments anything that resonates with you so that anybody that's kind of watching can pull that out, especially because there's going to be a lot coming through. I even just feel like so much pressure in my head right now. I'm backing up my screens because it's just, there's so much energy going on. But it feels really transformational, really beautiful, and really needed, really, really needed. Hey, Karen. Hi, Louise, Madison. Thanks for tuning in and saying hi. As I just kind of zone into your energy, it feels like a freshness is coming in. And like the purge that you wanted, that you've been avoiding. I also see the word devastation. So whatever that means for you, however that's showing up. But there's a purging happening. We are going into this week. Happening tonight is the Virgo full moon. And so this is starting to pave the path. This is the beginning of March right now, and March is truly going to pave some of the most transformational cosmic events that are happening this year. And by the end of this month, it's likely that you're going to face some kind of challenge, some kind of healing though, and some kind of welcoming of new opportunities, which is really, really exciting. There's a lot of freshness and a lot of healing, but a lot of facing what you've been avoiding. Last week, I talked about procrastination and that the energy isn't allowing you to procrastinate anymore. It's really this forward moving motion, even through the tears, even through the grief, even through the sadness, even through the doubt. There's a huge push for you to really step up and step into your life. This full moon, especially tonight, is going to bring up whatever has been uncovered. And maybe you've noticed it already. We've been in this full moon they're showing me 2 to 3 days already. I truthfully haven't even slept very good for the last 2 nights because it just feels like I'm wide awake from this full moon and so much is coming up. And I wake up and I'm just like, and Spirit says this to you and this to you and this to you. And trust your gut because it's causing you more work, and like, listen to your intuition. And he's just like, did you even sleep? I'm like, no, I'm so many messages and there's so much coming through. And I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. So I'm on that upper level right now of like that huge push, that going through the portal energy. Yeah, Karen, the moon has been really bright. And that's exactly it. They show me that this moon is like a lighthouse. So we are focusing our light to what needs more light, they're saying. I love this. They're saying we are bringing ourselves home under this full moon. So anything that's been tucked in the darkness, anything that you've been procrastinating, you haven't been dealing with, it's all coming up now. So this new moon, or this full moon, is bringing in some newness though. It's under the Virgo sign. And so there is that perfectionism that might come up. Even that martyr mentality. That martyr mentality is the person who, they're using the word, chooses to suffer, but helps others. It's like they consciously choose to put others first and they intentionally choose to suffer within that instead of honoring their needs and then helping others. And then they kind of bitch and complain about it. And it's like, they're the martyr in it. They're wounded and they're that wounded healer helping other people. So that might be arising for you under this energy. The emotions that have been buried are being released. And this moon is really going to just be the medicine. So think of it as a positive thing. It's in front of you for a reason. And it is the medicine that you need for the months going forward and beyond. So it's really, really exciting. And Spirit's just saying this full moon. So even like these next 4 days, friend, you are going to receive the exact medicine that you need. I love that. I love when they just like, give me what I need or show us like what we got to go through. Yeah, they showed me this morning that like my cycle of how I've lived in a martyr mentality. That was my past life. And so I've had to do a lot of past life wounding. I was persecuted a lot in my past lives for even using my voice, for being a spiritual woman, for being a successful woman, for being a married woman, for being a liked woman. I have a lot of old past life stuff that I've had to overcome. And so I've been really like digging further and further and further and further and further into it. And they were showing me like my own personal cycle of burnout. And like, I'm not even 30 years old, and I have burnt out probably 9 times in my life. And that was as like a 3-year-old, as an 8-year-old, as a 15-year-old, like a 19-year-old. Like it's bizarre. And they're just telling, I'm sharing this vulnerably because it's just like, we don't need a story for why we feel the way we feel. It's actually just our sensitivities that causes our life experiences. And if we don't honor our energy, we can get burnt out very, very easily. And so for me, I was an unmanaged psychic medium for a very long time. So I was taking on all kinds of information all the time. I was connecting with spirit all the time. I didn't know what to do with it. And I was giving all my energy away. I didn't know how to ground. I didn't know how to protect myself. And so it just became this really overwhelming world, even for when I was a really, really little girl and even into my adulthood. And so they're just showing this story for you because you don't need a rhyme or reason or an excuse, or like you don't have to have kids, or you don't have to have an exhausting job, or you don't have to whatever. You don't need to put your problems on a pedestal because you are a highly achieving, sensitive person. You can actually experience all the waves of emotion more intense than others, which then on the flip side, you have to honor yourself in a different way than other people are. And so they're showing me, friend, that the last little bit, you've had some shame in your emotions. Like, why don't other people feel the way we do, even though we're going through the same thing? Or why is my grief harder than other people? Or why can I not get out of bed as easily as other people? Or why am I not motivated? Or why am I so anxious? There's almost this questioning of, why are your emotions so intense? And I want to share with you, and this is what they're bringing, is it's because you're taking on everybody else's stuff. You're taking on the grief that they're not processing. You're taking on the collective anxiety for whatever stories other people are making up. What they don't process, it's like it's coming through you. You are the portal and you're the transformation. This is why it's really, really important for you to take care of yourself and know what's yours and what's not yours. And I have a secret coming for you guys. I have something coming out kind of the springtime that's really going to help you with this. So I'm excited. But they're showing me under this full moon, you are going through a healing journey. It's really being activated. And themes around this full moon is activating that inner wisdom. So really tune into your inner wisdom, trust your intuition, and seek guidance. Ask for support from every aspect, from your spirit team, from the earth, from the moon, from the water. Just really ask that you get whatever you need to cleanse you and recharge you, because you need it now more than ever as we go through this massive transformation. I'm also, so under this week, we have Chiron, which is an asteroid. It's the wounded healer, actually, and it's mixing with Jupiter, the planet of expansion. So our wounded healer is being exposed even more. It's really, really active under this full moon. So it's intensifying and enhancing that healing energy that it's going to offer you. And this healing energy is really going to be unlocked. It's helping you again to that forward moving motion, that pushing past the past. And it, with this combination of what's going on in the sky right now, this energy that's affecting us, this is the best part, is it's bringing you so many miracles. I sat down to do this and I just heard the most angelic being whisper to me that you are going to be a testimony for numerous miracles. I love that for you. This is about being a witness to all the miracles in your life, big or small. And so pay attention to any miracles that you're noticing. Don't discredit them. Little things and small things, they're all really important. And share those with other people. It's impactful, they're saying, and empowering to share, and share it like it's a miracle. Share it like it's a blessing, like it's a beautiful thing, because these wounds are coming up to the surface and they want to be dealt with. And by you honoring the yin and the yang of the miracles and the wounds, you're going to bring yourself into peace. I love that message. That flowed real nice for you. But they're also saying you can't always escape the pain. And so under this energy, you're really going to learn how to surrender even more. And so honoring into the experience of emotion or pain or anything that's coming up, that sense of unworthiness, like really lean into it and like navigate through it, just ski through it. Don't judge it. Your spirit team is saying that you get enough judgment in your life. And in addition to that, you don't need to judge yourself more. Yourself doesn't need any more pain, any more suffering, any more negativity or inadequacy perceived ideas. So notice where the shame comes up and just start to pivot that. Just look at it instead of judging it, instead of having to change it. And instead just allow and just notice it, just witness it like you would witness it for other people. And you have so much compassion for other people. Tone down your negative self-talk. That is also what's coming up for you to see it and to change it. What else do they want me to share about the energy? Okay, so we have a beautiful goddess energy, and I'm going to be doing this beautiful activation under the Champagne Nightlife tomorrow night. It's a free event. Come join. Normally these are paid events, so I'm offering this one to you free. I'm excited for you just to come and receive and just be around like-minded people, like-minded energy, other spiritual beings. If you've never been to a Champagne Nightlife, this is the one to come to, because we're going to activate this goddess energy. We're going to bring back all the parts of you that feel like they've been stagnant or stuck, or other people have taken parts of you, and really bring it into this beautiful healing container within every cell of your body. Bring a friend, whatever you need to do to feel comfortable, just show up for yourself. I'll have the replay available also, so just sign up. Let me know if you're not going to be there, and I can send you the replay. That's totally great. You can receive it at any time, and you can receive it multiple times if you want. It's going to be really, really potent. Because under this full moon, especially, like I said, this full moon's really, really big. It's got lots to share in it. But lastly, this full moon is heightening your timeline. Your highest timeline is being exposed to you. So again, friend, really listen to your intuition, follow the wisdom, and know that any healing journey that has been coming up within this month of March is going to unlock a deeper potential for you. It's really, really important. And this goddess energy is encouraging you just to really to find your power and to practice that radical self-love, to stand up for yourself, and to, again, honor that spirituality. There's a huge influx, they're saying, of spirituality, which leads me to the next big thing that's happening this week. In addition to this full moon, we also have, and in addition to Chiron happening, we have the Saturn planet entering into Pisces. And so this is one of the biggest cosmic events happening this year. It hasn't happened, friend, in 28 years. So maybe some of you have experienced a little bit of it, maybe you haven't, but we are going to be in this energy now for the next 2 years, starting already now, starting today. And this is an interesting one because Saturn is the planet of discipline and karma and structure and time. And it's really, they're saying that masculine energy per se. Whereas Pisces, I don't know if there's any Pisces listening in. If there is, let me know. One of my best friends is a Pisces, and I love her specifically because she's a Pisces, because she's so different. I love it. Pisces is just limitless, and they just like to escape, and it's the opposite of Saturn. So now that they're coming in together for the next 2 years, we're going to have structure mixed with the mysterious and the colorfulness. And Pisces energy sometimes aligns with addiction. It's that energy of wanting to escape or be free or be fluid. And it's that water sign, so it's more sensitive. But with that, friend, if you are somebody that is struggling with addiction, has struggled with addiction, really find connection. So the opposite of addiction is connection. And so if you struggle with addiction, find something to connect to, if that's people, if that's places, if that's your spirituality, whatever it might be. Find a sense of wholeness within yourself, because this energy is not going to be a benefit of those who are struggling with addiction. It's really going to be crumbling. Anybody who's been running away from responsibilities and really living in that physical reality, it's not going to turn out well for them. We're going to see a crumbling. We're going to see a resolution happening. There's going to be a lot of dissolving energy going on within these next 2 years. So that's starting now. So you might notice even your structure with spirituality is shifting. And so this is where I really get passionate, because I love mixing spirituality with the physical world. For me, I don't use spirituality as a bypass. I use it in my everyday life to make my everyday life better. When, like, I was at a store the other day and I used my guidance of which item to buy. My brain wanted to say one thing, but my intuition told me something else. Like, I use it on a constant basis for every single single thing within my life. And that's really going to be the magic within this. We're going to see a lot of spiritual businesses, because it's that structure with the spirituality. You're going to start to use your spirituality in a more structured way as well. And if you're on this path of using spirituality in your physical world, it's going to be a benefit for you. If you haven't yet, I'd encourage you to. Otherwise, you're going to see a lot of crumbling start to happen. Spirituality, they're showing me, isn't something you do. It's who you are. It's coming back home. It's activating a piece of you. We are a spiritual being in this meat box, in this physical world. So we need to activate that spirit within you again. So that's what's going to happen these next 2 weeks, or next 2 years, sorry. Also why I'm really passionate to bring in the soul retrieval in the Champagne Nightlife happening tomorrow. So come hang out and just receive the healing, get back into peace and alignment again, and feel this like collective feminine energy just flowing through you. If you've been really structured, it's time just to soften and surrender and to feel. I'm also going to do an energy clearing for you, because there's been a lot of grief, a lot of congested energy, a lot of blocked heart chakra energy. So I just want to clear you right up. I believe that if I can clear as many people as possible, that this world can be a better place. And so I don't want anything in return. I just want you to show up and just feel and be willing to release anything that doesn't serve you under this full moon. So come hang out. I will put a link somewhere. I could send an email to you as well. I'm really excited, because it just feels so purposeful. That's where I've been guided. It's like, just go help people, go change their energy. And that's where I feel like I'm maybe a little bit different in what's really come forward for me this week, as a lot of people can channel messages. A lot of people can talk about astrology, but where I fall into my excellence and my gifting is clearing energy on a massive level. If that's transmuting healing, beliefs, past lives, your house, your relationships, your animals, your land, it lights me up. I love it so much, because it's so impactful. And by just the willingness of you coming to me and saying, I need my energy cleared, it's like your whole life is changed. And I have testimony after testimony that it's just so exciting, the impact that we can have even when we just are willing. And that even showed up, they're referencing in this house that I'm in now. I love it. There's so much natural light. I don't even have lights on in this place. It's just so bright. And I was guided into this house, but I didn't like this house at first because there was a divorce in it. And I could feel it as soon as I walked in. I could feel the tension. I can feel, I could feel where the woman paced, where she was mad at him, and she would just literally right here, she would pace. I'm like kind of in the kitchen to the hallway. She would just pace back and forth, and I could feel it energetically. And Steve and I walked in, and we were testy with each other. We were quick with each other. I felt really hostile. He felt really hostile. He thought I was attacking him all the time. And that was just in like the showing and like after. And I'm like, those people, like, we knew that this house is empty because they had a divorce and whatever, they were in possession. But it impacted our relationship instantly just from being in there. And ironically, I tuned into this house and I found out that the previous owners also got a divorce, which is really fascinating. And the people that built the house were going through a divorce. So there was a massive divorce energy. So I was guided here, as I am with every house, it seems, to clear it. And so I did a massive clearing, and now it feels so good. Maybe if you can even tune into it, it feels so light. My relationship is really great. I feel so grounded and whole. And that's all just energy. It's fascinating. I could feel when I walked into the garage that like, that's where he went and sulked and avoided her and everything. I could feel in the bathroom, that's where he was pissed off. Like, as a sensitive being, you're not making up anything that you're receiving. Everything that you're receiving are these random things that come to you. These are facts. So if you need a clearing in your life, reach out to me. I just get so excited because it literally changes your life over and over again. And we have power over our energy. You're not a victim to it. You just, once you're aware of it, it's your responsibility to do something about it. Okay. Now I'm going to shift more into the message specifically for you. Spirit told me this one was going to be longer. So hang out with me a little bit longer, friends. Sherry, you need your house quarters cleared. Absolutely. Message me. Let's chat. I would absolutely love to. It makes such a difference. What does Spirit want to say to you right now, friend? In addition to everything else. I'm getting the guidance, friend, that you're feeling a little bit restless in your day-to-day life, and that you're tired of holding yourself back. You're tired of your own excuses, and you're ready for this push energy. You're ready for the change, but you're a little bit scared to push through. I'm seeing that you're actually coming into what they call the upper limit problem, where you've reached almost the peak of who you know to be, your routines, your hobbies, everything like that. And you might even be subconsciously sabotaging yourself to not go to the next limit. So this month is going to push you past that upper limit problem. If you're an anxious person, they're showing me, it's going to pass you to that energy of peace. If you're somebody that, fitness, for example, if you like reach your fitness goal so far and like you almost want to self-sabotage within that, they're showing me like you're going to be willing to go a little bit further. So sit in this in a meditation, they're showing me, of just ask, say, team, spirit team, God, creator, whatever you want to say, just like any beings that can help me right now. Help me to understand where my upper limit problem is showing up. And this is really common, really, really common. This is why we see some people win the lottery and then they get divorced, or then they have a death in their family, or then like they get really, really sick. Sometimes when one thing goes really well, we can unconsciously, so we're not intentionally doing it, we don't want this stuff to happen, but unconsciously things start to ripple. Do you ever notice like sometimes things go really good and then your car breaks down and then your kid's sick and then your dog needs surgery and all this stuff starts to happen? That's the upper limit problem. So this energy under this full moon, just really start to ask, like, where is my upper limit problem starting to show up? Where can I break through this glass ceiling? Because I am seeing that you're scared to push through, friend. And this is why you're procrastinating. This is why you're going into this sense of illusion. This is good. Listen up. They're showing me you're procrastinating your actions because you are in the illusion that procrastination is easier. Here's the truth, friend. Taking action is actually easier. If you just do the things that you've been thinking about and procrastinating doing, it's actually going to be easier and it's going to take you to where you want. It's consuming a hell of a lot more of your energy to think about it and not do it than it is to actually do it. And my favorite, they're referencing that when you do something, it creates confidence. Ain't nobody have confidence before they do something. You have to do it to have confidence. And so where you are in your heart, whatever you're desiring to do, but you're not allowing yourself to do, March is your month. They're saying to march forward, march up. You are exhausting yourself by just thinking and not doing. You are not receiving the confidence that you want by just thinking about it. You need to do it to see the results. And this is a month of quantum leaps. We're going into eclipse season coming up. So quantum leaps are happening. And so these are the signs. They're showing me your body, your life is like flashing a check engine light. I like this analogy. I like when they use analogies with me because that's totally how I talk. And so you are being shown a check engine light. If this is your vehicle, you like deal with it right away. You don't procrastinate that shit, right? You totally, you do something about when it's your car, but when it's yourselves, when you're exhausted, when you're sick, when you are overcrossing your boundaries, when you're frustrated, that is a sign of dissatisfaction. That is a sign that you've crossed your own boundaries or you've allowed somebody else to cross your own boundaries. So your check engine light, friend, is going off right now in your life. And so asking yourself, asking your team, sitting in meditation, whatever you do, ask, where do I need to pivot? What is this check engine light in my life showing me? Where is it showing up in your life? Is it your health? Is it your relationship? Is it your house? Is it your career? Is it what? But deal with it. Big energy to deal with it. And this is hopefully going to be supportive under this energy too, that you're going to want to move forward. Whew. Marlene, our lives changed dramatically for the better after a house clearing. Thanks for your help on this, Kendra. Oh, yes. I love doing that. Yeah. Marlene got a house clearing and she was struggling. It impacted even her house and her relationship. Nobody else was experiencing what she was, but I tuned in and magical things started to happen. She started to feel better. So another great example of clearing the energy and how it makes such a difference. Thank you for sharing, Marlene. And friend, tuning back into you is you are nurturing the universe so much. You are a light worker for other people. You hold people so well, so tightly, so compassionately, but you don't hold yourself the same way you hold others. And this might be a little humbling, is other people can't hold you the way that you're expecting them to when you don't do it yourself. Your team is showing me that when you don't allow yourself to just be held in the way that you even want to feel, nobody else is going to be able, even if they did the actions, even if they said the words, even if they did the things, you won't feel it the same way because you're just not even allowing yourself to feel it. Okay. So this is why you're not getting the results from other people, is because you're not even allowing yourself to. And friend, this is another beautiful message for you. And this is something that's been really on my heart as I've been thinking about my business and my messaging of who I'm supposed to be within this lifetime. And I'm not somebody that has to tell you to quit your job and to achieve wild, ridiculous things and manifest like things that other people maybe don't have. What I'm really passionate about is the fact that I get to help and support and be around people just like you who are those ordinary people who are doing extraordinary things in your life. You are that teacher that those kids are going to remember forever. You are that grandparent that every kid wants. You are that bank teller that people go home and feel so honored and respected by. You are that professional that is not like any other professionals within your building. So friend, Spirit is telling you that you are the hero in somebody else's life. You are touching other people's life just by being you, and your energy is magnetic. Your energy is exactly what people are needing to nurture themselves. And so this week, open yourself up, come to the Champagne Nightlife and just receive what you've been giving to people. I want to give back to you because I believe we're a mirror. What you see in me is also what I see in you. And when we hang out together, we can bring that energy into integration. But they're showing me you might be the best hairdresser, and not because of your skills, but because somebody feels seen and held and understood, and it's your energy that touches them. And all of this is just a reflection of who you are and what you came here to be, and who you are. You don't need to be any different. When you feel shame, and they're telling me, friend, that you feel shame for who you are. Shame has been bubbling up, especially under this full moon. It's starting to bubble up. And there's a lot of letting go that's happening. You might be struggling with a breakup or changing friends as you go to this next upper limit to yourself. But again, just knowing the difference that you make in people will bring you that worthiness. But most importantly, without that external validation, people aren't going to tell you the difference you make. They're referencing like that teacher. Like when you sit around with friends and they talk about that grade 5 teacher that you went on this really cool field trip with, and they were super sporty and they let you do this and they taught you this and their energy inspired you this way. You might be that person that somebody talks about in 10 years, 15 years, in 2 months, maybe tonight. It's just by being you. You don't need to be any different. And especially don't seek for that validation from others. Just know innately that that's who you are and that's all you need. That is where the fulfillment comes from. Oh, I love that message. You are truly the hero. You are that extraordinary person that's doing such a difference in the world just by being you, just wherever you've been planted in your life right now. And they're just telling me another message for you is your strength truly is helping you to open up new possibilities into miracles. Your anxiety is going to reduce when you stop putting pressure on yourself. But you have to stop pushing. Big guidance for you, friend, to just stop pushing and that's not what I'm saying is don't take action. We want to take action. It creates confidence. Do the things, but don't push. Don't do it out of shame. Don't be out of fear. Don't do it out of obligation and proving to other people. Instead, bring that energy back. And it's just an intention of like, what does coming back feel like? And asking, what makes me feel satisfied? What helps me feel fulfilled? Coming back in. And under this energy this week, friend, I'm seeing your root chakra is going to be activated. So that sense of stability or instability. So find some grounding techniques. Some throat chakra energy is going to be activated, speaking your truth more frequently. And your third eye. You might be having some big visions coming through. And journal them out. Write down all the ideas that you're getting. There's a huge surge of energy coming through, a lot of truth being spoken. So help that integrate into your being instead of dismissing it. Spirits, they hate when we dismiss the guidance. They show us in all kinds of ways that we're just like, not really good enough. Nah, I don't really think that's possible. Nah, we just like brush it off like it's no big deal. When they are like, this is jackpot. We're giving you something gold right now. Take it, do it. Do the things we're telling you. Like, this is a hell yeah, go for it. And we're like, is it a yeah? I don't really know. Right? And our brain kicks in. So think of it from their angle. They're like, girl, we're giving you the best thing right now. Listen to this idea. Do the thing. Maybe it's even ending a relation, starting a relation, a boundary, like whatever is being fired up. There's a fiery energy within this week right now of that taking action, of that healer, of the medicine. It's coming through to you. So, there's another message for you, friend, that people are trying to test you right now. Some people are testing your power. Some people are testing your honesty. Some people are testing how long you'll hold on to them, how long you'll keep sabotaging. Some people are literally, I don't know who this is for, but somebody is literally pushing your head underneath the water of like, how long will you tolerate this for until you make a difference? I hope that landed with somebody because that feels really, really big. And I hope that helps you create change. But that's the truth. Life isn't always butterflies and rainbows and roses. It's actually a school of lessons, a school of worth, a school of relationships. Life is all about relationships. And so instead of being drowned by other people, come up. They're saying, come up and take a breath. Come see from a different angle and just even have the energy. If you feel like you're always pushing and doing, and you know what that push energy feels like, just intentionally bring it back. Maybe you're washing dishes. Instead of like frantically washing dishes, it's like, I could just slow down. I can look out the window. I could just mindfully scrub. I can feel my feet on the ground. I can feel my hands. Like, just come back a little bit. Maybe in the shower, it's just like intentionally come back. Come back to yourself. Okay. There's one more message for you is just looking at your routine, starting to change your routine and getting more grounded within it. Whatever that means for you. Whew. All right. I hope you wrote some of that stuff down or you watched the replay. There is a lot. it's a lot of truth is coming up for you, friend, and things that you just can't unsee anymore. That's the best part. It's time to make a difference. It's time for change to happen. All right, let's pray. Bring your hands together with me. You could bow your head, take a breath, maybe bring your energy down and into you to just receive, maybe opening up your palms. I just want to say thank you to our guides, our loved ones, everybody on the other side, our angels, Mother Nature, the moon, the earth, everything that is. Thank you, thank you, thank you for holding us, guiding us, protecting us, leading us, and showing us. I ask that we give you more credit in our miracles and that we celebrate and feel gratitude for all the good things and not so good things in our lives. I ask that you help give everybody under the sound of my voice right now more strength within their boundaries, more determination and discipline to reach the next level of themselves, and that you allow time within their life for them to receive, for them to feel their healing happening, and to reach out to anything that is going to make the difference within their lives. I ask that you also implant an energy of worthiness within them. I ask that you just really help them surrender any struggles and hand it over to you so that they know they don't have to carry the responsibility of everybody on their shoulders, and instead they can listen to those guidance. I just pray that each and every one of you can listen to your guidance more than ever before, that you trust and you take action and you listen to your inner wisdom, to those downloads, and to just to what is your highest self instead of what the world is telling you. You are a leader, you are a change maker, and you are guiding the way for the others in your life. I also pray that anybody struggling with any mental health, any heightened emotions, any mental overwhelm, any spiritual fractions, any sense of outer body experiences, that they just are able to come back into themselves, to feel whole again, to feel peace, feel a sense of grounding and connectiveness as never before. I pray that anybody for their highest and greatest good who is meant to come into the Champagne Nightlife event, that you clear up their schedule so they can receive the healing, the medicine that you are bringing through to me to them as well. I ask that anything that anybody is praying for and asking for is amplified and brought to them faster than they ever thought possible. All that and so much more. I am thankful, I am grateful, and I am the light, and the light you are too. Thank you so much, friend, for receiving, for spending this time with me. It's been such an honor, and I hope you have a really great rest of the week under this magical energy that we have. And I really hope to see your face in a circle tomorrow night. It's at 6:30. Come receive. We're going to heal you right up, bring your energy back in, and really just help you to feel whole again, help you to set those big visions. It's time to dream again. It's time to take action again. I just feel your spirit team. I could go on and on forever. Your spirit team is saying that you're not meant to die with these dreams in your heart. So take action this week, even if that's journaling, even if that's meditating, whatever it might be. Reach out to me if any energy feels stuck within your body, your house, your life, your relationship. Let's free all this up under this massive energy that we're going through so you can really open up the portal and unlock everything that's meant for you. So that is everything from me, from my heart to you. Bless you, friend, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your week. Bye for now.